don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of the hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My crown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the New Orleans Saints. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 20. Line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, for the Titans in 2023, they figure to be a team that battles for a division title. At least that's what it looks like from my vantage point, Charles. What do you think needs to go right for them to win the AFC South?
I think some retooling, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And when you start with the offensive line, their pride and joy, they've got to rebuild that part of the team, because that's the engine that makes their offense run. Everything comes off the fact that their offensive line usually controls the line of scrimmage. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
That's straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Love's throw caught by Gray. Running right through him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Love. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield and made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Saints. Chase Claypool. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Short throw, caught by Pitts. Finding room at midfield. Big strides, look at him go. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the option, Weber hang on to it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
They'll run with Gibbs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 7-7, our score after 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And it's a Titans touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
People are getting paid. People are cashing checks. Go, baby. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. That's caught. It throws. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there. And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up? And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Noah Fant, 28 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there. And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend, because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense? This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout. An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this, to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? Jordan Love ready on first down here. Short throw caught by Pitts. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing. Love. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. First down, Love to pass. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Escaping the pressure. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Play fake. Here's Love. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year and going anywhere, they got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on, focus, boys, focus!
Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. And this returnable for Hines. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Love, they go play action now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Love's throw taken in by Thornton. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman.
It's a new
season,
so both of these coaching
report.
staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things.
There he goes left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jahmyr Gibbs making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Way to make a play. This could be it. This could be a turning point.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. Into space at the 45. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On the ready?
Going back to Gibbs on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 8. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Gibbs. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Now look out, Chase Claypool. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chase Claypool, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 159 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw now. Here's Love. Completes this one to Thornton. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got it to about the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action. Love to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. To the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good pickup there at 22.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again. Complete. Jefferson the target. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Amazing how Jefferson makes first downs like that look routine, isn't it? He's off to the greatest start by a receiver in NFL history. Set records for most catches and yards in a player's first 3 seasons and led the league in both last year.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go, let's get that touch.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Touchdown, Saints! Zay Flowers with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Love looking to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Gibbs straight ahead. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 182 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
The 20.
Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that lead from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play with big points on the board for their team.
What a start to the season. This has been back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down. And Love wants to shift things around. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll get it up near the 35 right at the 34 here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Takes it to about the 37.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here's a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Love looking to throw it.
Looking sideline, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Love.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Love. Finds Gibbs on the check down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
So there you go, Charles. How about this for a debut? A 2nd rushing touchdown in NFL game number 1.
How about it? It just points to me how confident that this young man is, but also how much confidence his coaching staff and teammates have in him.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Titans, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.